Kahula Yahweh Hashem Yosai Bahashim Kakudash. I'm going to be going in on a lesson about making sure you're not in the world. So lately I've been reading in Peter, and right now first we're going to start with Peter 1:14. I've been reading through Peter, and it's really, man, this is some really good. It's just every book in the book of the Lord is great. So here we're really, I just really like the book. So, 1 Peter 1:14, as obedient children, not fashioning yourselves according to the former lusts in your ignorance, but as he which hath called you is holy, so be holy in all manner of conversation. Right? And this is talking about, like, as obedient children of the Lord, don't fashion yourself, don't make yourself be according to your former lusts. Those lusts can be anything, like in First Ezra 4:38, right? Wine is wicked, the king is wicked, women are wicked, and all the children are wicked, and such things are wicked. There is no truth in them, and their unrighteousness also they shall perish. As for the truth endureth, it's always strong, and it liveth and conquereth for everyone, right? This truth is a strong thing, and if Most High blessed you with the understanding and hopes of being elect, man, this is something powerful, right? So next we're gonna go into Peter's 4 and 1-4, right? For as much as Yahweh has suffered for us in the flesh, arm yourself likewise with the same mind. He suffered greatly with us in the flesh. Arm yourself likewise with the same mind, the mind of fulfilling the Lord, right? Making sure that you're doing everything by the law, statutes, commandments, and fulfilling the Lord's will. For he has suffered in the flesh. He suffered greatly in the flesh, and his body has ceased from sin. He sacrificed, that he no longer should live the rest of his time in the flesh to the lusts of man, but to the will of Yahweh. For the time past of our lives may suffice us to have wrought the will of the Gentiles. You gotta get rid of that. Them Gentiles and brothers that be going off and they don't care. A lot of these people out here, they don't care. Like, there'll be people that they know they're wicked and they just do not care in the littlest fashion, right? So little Gentiles, when we walk in lavishness, right? All these big baller dudes with a 22-inch rims rolling down the city like they the man. Lust, excess of wine, reveling, banquets, and abominable idolatries. Especially in idolatries, man. This world is full of them. Anything could be an idolatry. You know what I mean? Like, people be praising their cars. You gave your car, you're this or you're that, more time than you've ever given the Lord in your life, because that is what you set yourself for. These people align themselves with the habits of just continuing to want to focus on everything of this world except for the thing that matters, which is the Lord. The thing of all this world, it's all gone. It's all going to perish. Everything is going to perish in the time of the end. Like, this is not what you want to be focused on. You want to be focused on the Lord. 1 Peter 4:4, wherein they think it is strange that ye run not with them. You know what I mean? So when you tell people, like, oh man, this car, this car is super sick. This is that. I'm trying to go be this, and I'm trying to do that. Hey, you trying to do this wicked thing? You trying to do that wicked thing? And then you say no. You know what I mean? Say you have those friends that be like, hey bro, why don't you smoke no more? Hey bro, why don't you go out and do these wicked things no more? They gonna think that you're weird. That's all it is. They gonna think that you're weird, right? So they gonna think that you're weird. Run not with them to the same excess of riot, speaking evil of you. These wicked people, man, who shall give account to him that is ready to judge the quick for the dead, for the cause was the gospel preached also to them that are dead, that they might be judged according to man in the flesh, but live according to Yahweh in the spirit. But the end of all things is at hand, but ye therefore sober and watch unto prayer. We're alert, man. We're alert. So continuing to fighting these law, statutes, commandments. Where's that one scripture about? Because this is essentially a lesson about not going back into the world. Like, a lot of brothers be coming in this and then they be falling out. And that's a very scary thing, especially with how powerful the Lord is. We're going to get Luke 9:62. It says, "And Yahushua said unto him, No man having his hand to the plow and looking back is fit for the kingdom of Yahweh." The Lord's elect are some real people, man. Us brothers, us kings, man, and brothers, sisters, princes, princesses, all these people, man, in this truth. When we take hand of the plow, we do the Lord's work. We're trying every day, day in, day out. We're fighting. Abstaining from lust, abstaining from sin, and abstaining from this world, and continuing to fight the uphill battle of staying with the Lord. This is what we love to do, and this is what we're meant to do, right? But any of you individuals, not any people that want to look back into the world like, man, I love the Lord, I'm doing this and that, and this and that. But they looking back in the world wishing that they could have still did these things. Like, I still want to do that. I still want to do that. Oh, them ribs are still good. This is niggas and fringes, man. You don't want to be like that. Because as much as you abide through these laws, statutes, and commandments, if you don't care about, like, it's essentially you don't fear enough. Like, you don't have that understanding. Like, this is real serious business. I don't ever want to go back into this world, because this world is awful. It has showed the worst hands to me and to my family, my mother and my father. It has shown the worst hands. My father's father, you know what I mean? They dealt with slavery and all that. And that's just crazy to me. People out here thinking, like, they might think it's sweet now, running up and down the streets and clubs and all them shits, doing their own thing, tattooed up, dreadheaded, thinking that they the boss. But that's not what we're meant for, bro. This isn't real life. We are still in captivity to this day, right? And I'm gonna end it right there. I don't want to say too much. There's like that one scripture, and I'm bringing this out because I just like this scripture a lot. Really, when I was a kid, I used to talk to him much. Second, might be first. I could say it verbatim. I just don't know where it's at. It's let thy speech be short, comprehending much in few words. Be one that knoweth yet holdeth his tongue. I mean, of course, you got to use wisdom. Like, if you want to correct your brother, then correct your brother. But I don't want to start rambling. But Hopefully, this brought the spirit out of somebody.